I don't know if there's something up there and they're flying about. It's a big area up there, isn't it? And something must be up there.
It's possible. I wouldn't know. Unless you get one of them telescopes that's got a very strong lens.
Somebody put something on Facebook the other night. Did anybody see that UFO? It was quite bizarre. And I actually said, and she described it, and I said, actually, I did see it. And she described a red, blue and green light object that sort of hovered a bit and then took off again and hovered a bit. And apparently it was a drone. You know, everything's got an answer. It's no, these things that the closest I believe in extraterrestrial is the film E.T. and it's got cute ability, and that's it.
I'm not having that little green men with big ears and all that. I'm not having that. If they're more intelligent than us, yeah, robots, I should think.
There probably are some little green men somewhere. Yes, I think there probably is. Whether we've got any local green men living just across the solar system from us or on the next star, I don't know. It depends on the environment in which they've evolved, what they eat, what minerals are on the planet, which affect the genetic build-up of them.
They're discovering new planets all the time, and space is getting further and further. Got to be, isn't there? Whether they're more intelligent than us, I don't know.
I was coming back from a bowls competition in Boston, and I was driving near Newark, and I saw this light in the sky, and then I thought, oh, that's a high lamppost. And then I saw another one, and there was about 10 of them, and I stopped, and the car behind me stopped as well, and we got out of cars and looked up, and it totally freaked me out.
Somebody told me they'd seen a spaceship, this was over in Derby, and they'd seen a spaceship, and it had got windows in it, and they saw it above the houses. And then they said they thought they couldn't remember something, and they thought but I don't know whether they wanted to be abducted or it was a story. You never know.
When I got home, I went straight onto the internet to see how many other people had seen it, and they hadn't. I couldn't find anybody, but I definitely saw there weren't Chinese lanterns because I thought they were just too big for that, and they were all in a line on both sides of the street on the A46 coming from Newark towards Gunthorpe Bridge. I think it's February the 10th, and it was, I think the year was about 2008, something like that. Yeah, really, really freaked me out.
I have seen something, but it's not the classic UFO. It's not the saucer or the cigar-shaped object, but it was something that I saw, and I thought, that's not quite right there. I tried to get a photograph of it, but it was hopeless because the camera hadn't got a flash and it was at night time. It was it would be probably early to mid-1990s, and at the time I was flying experimental airships, which were occasionally mistaken for UFOs.
If I hadn't have seen it, I wouldn't have believed it. I heard this noise, and as I look across the bedroom, it came across so loud, and it looked like a plane without wings and lights, and it went over towards Forest Town, and everybody had seen it. And I phoned this guy next day, and and that made me wonder, because they checked with the Air Ministry and everything, and there was nothing about that could have been. But it still didn't convince me. And I'd not had a drink, and I wasn't dreaming.
Why should we be so arrogant as to think that we are the only people or we have the only planet where life could exist? There are other planets out there which are oxygen-based that can support life. Maybe not quite the life that we know it, but how do we know that life can't exist in an atmosphere that is poisonous to us? We can't survive underwater, but we don't deny its existence, nor do we deny that there's life in the sea. If I go into the sea, I'll drown, I'm dead.
I honestly think they're going to be similar to us. I think the thing is that they could be an invasion where you wouldn't know. You know, you've seen films and people walking down the street. We're sat at the moment and there are people walking by. Who knows who they are?
Could be little green men. Could be big giant tin men. Could be something that you couldn't even imagine even in your wildest dreams of fantasy.
A lot of people think that I'm from another planet, to be honest with you. Honestly, they think that things I come out with at times that I'm from another planet. E.T. phone home.